Welcome to Car World, your ultimate destination for everything automotive. Today, we take you on a nostalgic journey into the heart of classic Americana, the legendary Chevrolet Bel Air. This isn't just a car, it's a symbol of an era, a rolling piece of art, in one of the most beloved and iconic automobiles in American history. The story of the Chevrolet Bel Air begins in the early 1950s, a time when America was booming with optimism. Style was king, and the car you drove was an extension of your personality. When Chevrolet introduced the Bel Air in 1950, it wasn't just another model, it was the flagship that would eventually become the face of the 1950s automotive revolution. Originally introduced as a two-door hardtop in 1950, the Bel Air featured bold styling with a revolutionary, pillarless roof that gave it the sleek silhouette of a convertible, without the disadvantages of a soft top. This innovative design helped the Bel Air stand out in a rapidly expanding automotive market. As the years progressed, so did the Bel Air's legacy. The 1955 to 1957 Bel Air models, often referred to as the Tri-Fief Chevys, are perhaps the most revered of the entire lineup. With their jet-age styling, chrome-laden bodies, and smooth V8 power, these cars defined what it meant to cruise in style. The 1955 Bel Air, in particular, marked a turning point, as it introduced the new small-block 265 cubic-inch V8 engine, a power plant that would go on to become one of the most influential in automotive history. The 1956 Bel Air refined that winning formula, adding subtle tweaks like a full-width grille and more chrome accents, while still retaining the powerful V8 options and iconic design. But then came 1957, arguably the most famous Bel Air of them all, with its dramatic tailfins, dual rocket-style taillights, and bold V emblems under the tail lamps, signifying V8 power. The 57 Bel Air became a cultural phenomenon. It wasn't just about transportation anymore, it was about presence. Under the hood, the 1957 Bel Air offered something for everyone, from the standard inline-six to the powerful 283 cubic-inch Super Turbo Fire V8 with optional fuel injection. Yes, fuel injection in 1957. This car was ahead of its time. It could go toe-to-toe with more expensive and exotic vehicles of the day, yet still remained accessible to the average American. Inside, the Bel Air was equally impressive. Two-tone interiors, stylish dashboards, chrome accents, and advanced features like power windows, power seats, and even air conditioning made it a luxury experience at a mid-market price. Driving a Bel Air wasn't just comfortable, it was an experience of elegance and innovation. As the 1960s approached, the Bel Air continued to evolve. The fins gradually gave way to more conservative lines, and the car transitioned from a style icon to a practical family vehicle. By the early 60s, the Bel Air lineup expanded to include sedans, wagons, and more body styles. Although it was no longer the top-tier model, that honor now went to the Impala. The Bel Air remained a well-loved and highly respected car among American families. In 1962 and 1963, the Bel Air became a hidden gem for performance lovers. Thanks to the availability of massive big-block engines like the 409 cubic-inch V8, the Bel Air could be turned into a sleeper, a car that looked like a modest family sedan but could blow the doors off almost anything on the road. These sleeper Bel Airs became legendary in drag racing circles and are still sought after by collectors today. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, the Bel Air nameplate had become more utilitarian, often used for police vehicles, taxis, and government fleets. It still held onto its solid build and comfortable ride, but the glory days of fins and chrome were fading fast. Chevrolet would eventually retire the Bel Air name in 1975 in the US, although it continued to appear in Canada until the early 1980s. But here's the thing, legends never really died. While production ended decades ago, the Chevrolet Bel Air has lived on in the hearts of car lovers everywhere. It's a favorite at car shows, auctions, museums, and in private collections. Restored Bel Airs, especially the 50, 56, and 57 models, are prized for their design, historical significance, and drivability. They command high prices, not just because of rarity, but because of the emotional connection people have with them. The Bel Air also played a massive role in pop culture, from movies and TV shows to music videos and video games. This car has been everywhere. Whether it's the image of a 57 Bel Air cruising down a California highway or parked outside a classic diner under neon lights, the car evokes a deep sense of nostalgia and Americana. Customizers and hot rodders also adore the Bel Air, thanks to its classic lines and strong chassis. The Bel Air is a favorite canvas for builders who want to create restomods, cars that combine vintage looks with modern performance and amenities. LS swaps, air suspension, digital dashes, and custom interiors have given new life to this timeless classic, allowing it to continue thrilling new generations of drivers. In recent years, Chevrolet has paid homage to the Bel Air's legacy with various concepts and tributes, but the original still reigns supreme. Enthusiasts around the world from Los Angeles to Tokyo recognize the Bel Air is a cornerstone of automotive history. If you're lucky enough to own one, or have ever ridden in one, you know that the Bel Air isn't just about speed or specs, it's about how it makes you feel. It's about turning heads at every corner, about waving back at people who flash you a thumbs up, and about reconnecting with a simpler time, when driving was about the journey, not just the destination. Even today, more than 70 years after it first rolled off the line, the Chevrolet Bel Air continues to inspire. It represents the golden age of American automotive design, when cars had soul, character, and a personality all their own. Whether it's parked at a show or roaring down the highway, the Bel Air reminds us of what cars used to be, and what they can still be when passion and design come together. So, here at Car World, we salute the Chevrolet Bel Air, a true classic, a cultural icon, and a symbol of an era when dreams were made of steel, chrome, and V8 rumble. If you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the greatest cars in automotive history. Until next time, keep the wheels turning and the spirit of the classics alive.